Hey guys, we are going to do a video on identity and kind of what identity is, and I'm going to explain one of my favourite theories around identity, and it's one that I kind of think has some ground. I'll not be biased throughout this, and I'll let you guys decide at the end what you kind of, if you think this is viable, if you don't think it is, and kind of like where you sit with this theory. So this is a theory on identity, and the best way to sum identity up is, okay Google, what's identity?
Here's the definition of identity: the fact of being who or what a person or thing is.
Okay, cheers Google. So basically, what someone is, and this theory is called the looking glass self, and I'll write it at the top in caps. No, I won't. So it's not going at the top in caps, it's not going at the top at all. But basically, this idea, this theory is we see ourselves how we believe other people to see us. Now, for this video, I'm going to use this picture, and I will probably maybe refer to this a little bit throughout. So, for example, this is, we need a name. We'll stick with Tom from the last video. This is Tom. Now, how Tom's ex-girlfriend sees him is like a devil. So Tom will then view himself as a devil, look at them horns, if he perceives his ex seeing him as a devil. So Tom will then view himself how he believes his ex views him. And then there's the classic art, pet art. It rubs out the picture. So Tom views himself, how Tom's mum and dad sees him as an angel. So then Tom will view himself as an angel. Now let's take this into wider society. So let's say Tom goes through a stage where he wants to dress all in black. He's got really long, he buys a cape. That's a cape. He puts big eyeliner on and big black lipstick. And Tom, he has a fucking cane. Tom's a goth with a top hat. Goths wear a top hat now. Tom wears a top hat and he's a goth. So then Tom would only see himself, according to this theory, as a goth if the rest of society, this is the rest of society, call him one and see him. Let's make him point. This guy's shocked. And this guy's like, look, a goth. That's a speech bubble. So then the idea of this is Tom only views himself as a goth if the rest of society see him as one. So the reason I kind of like this is you are what other people, or you believe other people to think you are. So let's take this into, more a wider example. I've got a couple of examples. If, Tom, he's branching away from that, that goth thing, and he gets up on stage at an open mic night. He's got little T-Rex arms. This is a microphone. And he's telling jokes to this little man sat down here. It's a big stage. That man, so let's say Tom's taking comedy up. A comedian is only funny if we think they're funny. If we don't think they're funny, they wouldn't have a job as a comedian. So they're only funny because we think they're funny. And if we didn't think they're funny, they wouldn't be funny. Someone isn't funny inherently. Well, I don't know why I did that. T-Rex arms. Someone isn't funny like by birth. They're only funny because other people think and say they're funny. So then that becomes part of their identity. So a comedian is only kind of funny if the rest of society thinks they're funny. So let's take that a little step further, looking at this idea. So I am about 5'5". I'm actually 5'4", 7'5", or something like that. And in England, where I'm from, I'm considered as small. So let's draw me. I'm down here, guys. I used to be a teacher, and most of the students used to be bigger than me. This is the floor, this is me, and it doesn't help that this is the average height of someone, just for context. So if anyone's confused, me, and then society. Look at that for a mouse drawing. But this is important, guys. This is the UK society. So, one key thing with this is, I'm only considered small because everyone around me views me as small. And I know they view me as small, so then I consider myself as small. However, say if the rest of society, say if we get rid of this UK and put, for example, I'm just going to, somewhere I've been, CHINA, China, the average height in China is considerably less. So then, guys, when the rest of society is around my height, I would be considered as small. When I've been to China, I've been to Vietnam, Cambodia, and amongst them countries, I'm not seen as small. I'm seen as like average height. So therefore, if I was born, say in China, Vietnam, Cambodia, Thailand, my identity wouldn't be shaped around my height. Because same as if someone's really tall, that's part of their identity. That's who they are. So with this theory, this is what I like, and I start to think about it, is your identity is kind of based on how other people view you. So one question like I've been wondering lately is if someone dresses up, use the example of the goth, someone dresses up in a all black makeup, black clothes, and that type of typical skull attire, if no one viewed them as a goth, would they then view themselves as a goth if no one else did? So yeah, it's something to think about. It's basically we see ourselves how other people see us, and it's interesting. If everyone else views you as a dickhead, would you become a dickhead? Would you start to then internalize and think, I'm a dickhead? So yeah, have a think about that. I'd like to see like how reliable and relevant you guys think this theory is. So that's Charles Cooley's The Looking Glass Self, and I hope you enjoyed this short video. As always, I don't know why I said as always, I've done one fucking video. Anyways, peace out, guys. Oh my god, what an ending. And smile.